Welcome back. It's been 1 week since the death of Dawson's Creek star James Beek. He was 48, and according to his family, he passed peacefully, meeting his final days with courage, faith, and grace. Let's bring in our legal expert, Danielle Moyors, joining us here today with what's going on with his estate. We've seen a lot of headlines, a lot of chatter about him buying a home the days leading up to his death.
Yes, so he put a down payment on a home. Supposedly family and friends help with that. But according to the GoFundMe that was started, in order to stay in the home, his surviving wife and his 6 kids need money to do that. They also need money for education and other necessities. So the GoFundMe at this point in time has allowed them hopefully to do that, since it's raised almost $2.7 million at this point.
Okay, now obviously that's not going to be the case for everyone in these real life situations. What usually happens when families are put into this sort of predicament? There's a lot of ongoing expense.
Yes, it's really common when someone leaves a home to a family member or another loved one. It's great, you think you're giving them the asset, but a lot of times in order to stay in the home, they may not have the money to do that, whether it's mortgage payments, taxes, other insurance and upkeep. And so a lot of times, unfortunately, they have to sell the home. They can't afford to stay there, or they deplete their savings trying to save there, or take on a lot of credit card debt.
What are things that families can do to prevent that sort of situation from happening when you've inherited something, but it's not wrapped with a bow, if you will?
It happens a lot, and the best thing to do is both financial and legal planning. So financially, one of the things that is pretty commonplace is if you get insurance, life insurance, you have a nest egg of money so that when you pass away, if you're passing on that home, hopefully there's assets there so your loved ones can stay in the home and not worry about that. Something else I do with clients all of the time, because a lot of times people want to pass on houses to their loved one and they want to keep that legacy going, is having conversations with clients about, have the person you're giving money to, do they have the assets in order to do that? And if not, we want to build in language in a trust and make sure that they're provided for so they can keep the home.
What do you think are the big takeaways for families watching today? Is it being open and having these difficult conversations?
That's always a big one. We definitely don't want to put our head in the sand. Obviously with James Beek, he was dealing with a lot of medical issues, and maybe he couldn't qualify for life insurance by the time, he realized that he needed that for his family. But for all of us, not just the life insurance, but good legal and financial planning. If you want to pass on assets to your loved ones, make sure you're actually doing that and passing on your legacy and not a liability.
Love that. All right, thank you.
Thank
Never
you.
have too much planning, Danielle Moyors.
No.
Always a pleasure with your insight.